Hi there, so my name is Aaron and welcome to the Call of Comics, I guess. Near Mint Condition just made a big announcement for a brand new Omnibus line, hopefully a line coming up from, come from Marvel. And it's going to be the Adventures of the Planet of the Apes, the 11-issue color series that's coming out. Now, we know, or we're pretty sure that Marvel has lost the rights at the end of this year for Conan. So this could be a way to kind of like to fill that that kind of hole, that Conan hole is missing there. However, I think they may have kind of did this one just a little bit wrong, because they're putting out the color comics first, and it's only 11 issues. Now, unless they have like a ton of like extras material in this, then that should, if it tops out at the 36 pages, and I don't think every issue of Adventures of the Planet of the Apes is 36 pages. It's the first two films, really. The 11 issue color series does the first two films. Now, there is a Planet of the Apes magazine that was put out by Marvel. I think it was during the Marvel Curtis years, when they were like Curtis magazine publications. Those are more along the lines of what you would see. They do the adaptions as well, but they do more adaptions. And there's articles and stuff inside them. It's much more along the lines of what you'd see with the Savage Sword of Conan, with kind of a slight cross with the Daily Hands Kung Fu, in that it's more of the black and white magazines that are done, and so they're bigger, and you can get like at least a couple omnibuses for sure out of the Planet of the Apes magazines. Now here's the issue. They've announced the Planet of the Apes color Adventures of Planet of the Apes first. And that's going to be very small. So for an omnibus, unless this is going to be like less than Howard the Duck, which I'm as in price wise now, because it's going to be less than Howard the Duck more than likely, as in when it comes to the page count, and it's probably going to be right there with like the Young Avengers, which really, not the one that's coming out. Well, that one has a lot of pages, but the one that came out first, which is a great story, but didn't have very many pages in it all together. So although I'm excited to have Planet of the Apes, I'm hoping that this comes out for very cheap, because the Adventures of the Planet of the Apes could have been an epic. Could have been an epic collection. Adventures of the Planet of the Apes magazine definitely befits the omnibus format. And there's some great artwork in Adventures of Planet of the Apes, so that's going to be great that way. However, if they're putting out the color version and not putting out the magazine version, which is the black and white version, then that's a bit of a mistake, because anybody that collects these omnibuses, especially if you collect things like Conan, and then you know that their most popular stuff and the stuff that most of the collectors wants is it's the black and white. So, but Conan the Barbarian had an actual serious run, like comic wise. 10 omnibuses actually fits up the what you want. There's Mr. Hubert in the background right there. Fits exactly what you want for the comic size, for this here. So just give you an example. It's gonna take me a second. So I'll take you three things that I think are going to. This should help a bit more. So this here, this is another, is Star Wars. Droids and Ewoks. It was their basic the run that they did for Star Comics. This includes 14 issues of Ewoks, 8 issues of Droids, and Ewoks UK Annual 1989. So this one, look how thin this one is, right? See that? So this includes over 20 issues of comics. Less than half. The Planet of the Apes would be less than half of this. For Conan, it was easy because they could put together these here big, like omnibus. Look at this one, how big this one is. It runs out over 1,000 pages. You can see how many comics are in here. So just to give you an example here, this has Conan the Barbarian 116 to 149, Annual 6 and 7, and a What If Annual number 39. So it's a ton of stuff put into one book, and there's like the color work on the inside, just to give you an idea of like the quality. The quality of the omnibuses are extremely well done. As long as they've been going for thinner paper recently, so that can make the omnibus look even smaller if it's only 11 issues. And this is the black and white Savage Sword of Conan, which I got today. This is kind of this style of what you would see for the Planet of the Apes magazines, which are pretty incredible, actually. They would have the color artwork for the covers, and the interior would be this brilliantly beautiful black and white art, which is it's done fantastically. I used to have some of the magazines and some of the color comics, so I am excited that Planet of the Apes is coming out in an omnibus format. I'm hoping they add more on, because 11 issues is not a lot for this one here, and I don't think the comics got any bigger. I don't think there's like a giant size in any of those 11 issues. I think it was just a regular, straightforward like adaptation of the first 2 films. So is it exciting to have Planet of the Apes coming out in an omnibus format? Amazingly exciting, fantastic. Should they have done the magazine before they did the color comics? 1,000,000%. Like 1,000,000%, because my only concern is that at a time when omnibuses are coming out, like there's a ton coming out like crazy, and there's changes on a daily basis, and there's a lot that are going for your money. I want the Planet of the Apes to succeed, so I want to see more of it. And if they put out like this slim, like what really is an oversized hardcover pretending to be an omnibus, then that's going to be an issue with for some people, and some people may end up like not buying it when they actually see the way that it's how small it actually might be. Now, if you know a bit more about this than me, feel free to comment in the section down in the comment section down below. This is Aaron and my my good buddy Hubert over there, and this has been the Call to Comics. I'll see you again for I guess hopefully another breaking news as we see this get updated. I expect that Omar will probably be announcing the Planet of the Apes, more than likely magazine omnibus, in the near future. I'm kind of surprised it didn't get announced with this one, so that's the only thing that worries me. I want to thank Near Mint Condition, because without him this would not be possible. This is definitely a kind of reply and admendium to for me on like after watching his video. He has amazing videos, so make sure you're checking out his stuff, because that's where you're going to find out the breaking news for all the omnibuses when they're coming out. But I just thought I want to give my 2 cents on this because I was a little bit concerned. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. If this thing ever stops.